Hello, small business owners and entrepreneurs. Welcome back to SME Business Hub, your go-to destination for unlocking the secrets of business success. Today, we're diving into a topic that's absolutely crucial for any small and medium business out there: effective supply chain management. As an entrepreneur, you're running a small business and you want to make sure everything flows smoothly from suppliers to customers. Supply chain management sounds fancy, right? It's really just about making sure you have the right materials at the right time to make your products. As a small business owner, making improvements to your supply chain could mean something as simple as assessing how and where you're storing your inventory, through to a far larger exercise, such as inspecting your ongoing production targets. Anything that your business can do to improve the supply chain will help to minimize cost and hopefully increase profit margins thereafter. Over the past few years, supply chains have been hit hard by all sorts of challenges, from manpower shortages to economic shifts and material scarcities. While big companies have the resources to bounce back, small and mid-sized manufacturers often find it tougher. But don't worry, we've got some strategies to help you build a resilient supply chain. Ready to get started? Let's go. Look, we all know the feeling of finding that one amazing supplier, the one who seems to get you, who delivers on time every time. It's like finding a unicorn, right? But here's the thing, even unicorns can get sick. You can't rely on just one supplier. It's too risky. Think of it like investing. You wouldn't put all your money into one stock, right? The same goes for suppliers. By building relationships with multiple suppliers, you reduce the risk of disruptions. What happens if your star supplier gets hit with a labor strike or their factory burns down? You're dead in the water. Having multiple suppliers gives you options. Plus, it gives you leverage when negotiating prices. If one supplier knows you have other options, they're going to be more likely to give you a better deal. Remember, diversifying your suppliers isn't about being disloyal. It's about protecting your business and ensuring its long-term success. You know, I'm all about hustle, about going all in, about taking risks. But even I know that you've got to have a plan B, especially when it comes to your supply chain. Imagine your supply chain as a ship sailing through rough waters. You need a plan for when storms hit. Let me tell you about a conversation I had with Mike Case from Caterpillar. We were talking about the importance of being prepared for anything, and he emphasized the shift from just-in-time to just-in-case systems. See, just-in-time was all the rage for a while. The idea was to order materials only when you need them, to keep inventory lean and mean. And while that works great in a perfect world, the reality is, the world ain't perfect. Stuff happens. Pandemics hit, wars break out, shipping containers get stuck in canals. Instead of ordering materials only when needed, keep a buffer stock. This way, if your main supplier runs into trouble, you still have materials to keep production going. Be prepared. All right, entrepreneurs, let's talk about communication. It's not just about sending emails and making phone calls. It's about building real, authentic relationships. Talk to your suppliers, manufacturers, distributors, customers, everyone. Communication is like oxygen for your supply chain. When it breaks down, you get delays, misunderstandings, errors, and your entire operation can fall into chaos. Constant communication builds trust and partnership. Your suppliers feel like part of your team, and they're more likely to go the extra mile for you. Improve communication by being proactive. Build relationships, not just transactions. Let's be honest, not all suppliers are created equal. Some are amazing, some are mediocre, and some are just plain awful. You need a way to separate the wheat from the chaff, the all-stars from the amateurs, and that's where a supplier scorecard comes in. A supplier scorecard is like a report card for your suppliers. It's a tool to rate your suppliers on performance, quality, and reliability. It helps you track key metrics like on-time delivery, product quality, responsiveness, and communication. Think of it like this. You wouldn't hire an employee without having their performance appraisal, right? So why would you work with a supplier without evaluating their performance? A supplier scorecard gives you the data you need to make informed decisions about who you do business with. But it's not just about identifying the bad apples. A supplier scorecard also helps you identify your top performers. the ones who consistently deliver exceptional quality and service. Remember, a strong supply chain is built on strong relationships. We live in a digital age, people. Technology is everywhere, and it's changing the game for businesses of all sizes. And guess what? Your supply chain is ripe for disruption. In a good way, of course. Listen, gone are the days of spreadsheets and manual inventory tracking. It's time to upgrade your supply chain game with some serious tech firepower. I'm talking about inventory management systems, demand forecasting tools, warehouse management systems, transportation management systems, the whole 9 yards. These tools might sound intimidating, but trust me, they're not. In fact, they're designed to make your life easier. They automate tedious tasks, provide real-time visibility into your supply chain, and give you the insights you need to make smarter decisions. Think about it. Wouldn't it be amazing to know exactly how much inventory you have on hand at any given time? Or to be able to track your shipments in real time and anticipate potential delays? Look, I know that implementing new technology can be daunting, especially for small businesses, but it's an investment that will pay off in spades. Listen up, entrepreneurs. In business, it's not always about what you know, it's about who you know. Strategic partnerships are everything. Your business is like a basketball team. You need a strong team to win. The same goes for your supply chain. So who should you partner with? Start with your suppliers. Build relationships with the best in the business. Look for partnerships with customers, distributors, even competitors. Sometimes the best partnerships are counterintuitive. Strategic partnerships are all about leverage. All right, entrepreneurs, let's talk about agility. In today's fast-paced business environment, you need to be able to adapt to changing market conditions on a dime. And that's where a postponement strategy comes in. What is postponement, you ask? It's a fancy way of saying delay gratification, but in a good way. It's about delaying the final assembly or customization of your products until the last possible moment. Think of it like this. Imagine you're a clothing retailer. Instead of manufacturing a bunch of shirts in every size and color, you wait until you receive an order before you print the design and sew the garment. This way, you're not stuck with a bunch of inventory that might not sell. Now, I know what you're thinking. But Gary, won't that slow down my delivery times? Not necessarily. With the right technology and processes in place, you can implement a postponement strategy without sacrificing speed or efficiency. The key is to find the right balance between customization and standardization. A postponement strategy is all about flexibility. To wrap it up, by implementing these strategies, you can build a more resilient supply chain and position your business for success. So, go ahead and start making these changes today. And remember, a strong supply chain is the backbone of a successful business. Look, I'm not gonna lie, optimizing your supply chain isn't always glamorous. It's not always about the sexy stuff like marketing and sales. But trust me, it's the kind of work that separates the winners from the wannabes. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more tips and strategies. Until next time, keep producing and keep growing.